Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Bill. Today is April 15th. Today is April 15th. It's time to get up and do some art. Yeah, I love my early morning art streams. Okay. Let me sit down here. I have a list of things I want to do this morning. Made that list yesterday. Let's get settled in. Videos. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, world. Let me zoom in just a bit. Flip my camera that way a little. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Lori. Glory, Lori. Morning glory, Lori. Lori says, good morning, Mary. Go. Just checking to see if you were going to be on today, and you popped up. Yeah. I got up when the alarm went off at 4 this morning. Oh, that half hour goes pretty fast, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay. Yesterday I made this note. I want to make a card for Kathy and Danny. And I want to start my armchair travel journal. Now, I have not had a chance to watch Dee Dee's video yet about her travel journals that she made, so I have no idea what she did. But since we're in hashtag stay home, I thought maybe I'd do some armchair traveling. And I made this little Midori style traveler's journal a couple years ago. It's been a couple years. In fact, their clips are still in it here. I could use those clips. And this just got a hairband in it. And this is, I don't know. I just, I'm not sure if I was not happy with it or what. And I think I'm going to take this out and maybe get a smaller hairband. I'll just set it there. So I was going to start with back in Greenville, South Carolina. But yesterday was an interesting day. It wouldn't all kill you until about noon. And then we had a family situation that needed to take care of. And before I knew it, it was 5 o'clock. So I didn't get anything done yesterday as far as, it looks like I was going to bind this. I have holes poked in here. Looks like I was going to bind it. Huh. Right there. Maybe I will after all. Not this morning. But I did not get out because of this situation. I did not get out to look at Greenville. So I'm just going to show you the traveler's journal. And we may not work in it this morning. Looks like I had intended to bind it. There are holes poked in there. So that'll go over here on my current project card. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning. For some reason, I could not sleep last night. I finally got up at 2. Oh, my goodness. Those sleepless nights, they're something, aren't they? They are something. I sympathize with you. Let's put the clips over here. I'll need those when I go to binding stuff. So let's move on and let's work on the cards maybe. Or let's do my calendar first. I want to work in my calendar. I haven't worked in my calendar in a couple of days. Lori says, I got one load of laundry done, and that's about it. I think the weather has me in a funk. I hope everybody... Yeah, this weather, I'll tell you. I don't know. wonder where Arlene is. I hope she's okay. You didn't see her in the Pink Poodle stream? Did they have storms there last night? Did the Arlene's area have storms? I saw in the southeast where, I don't know if it was last night though. I didn't have much time to do anything last night. I thought I would work with this quote for today. Says, I'm in love with this green earth. And I really am. I'm hoping for a nice planting season. Well, no. This is Glimmer Mist. It was either gifted to me or I got it at a sale because I really don't buy this on purpose. Let's spray some on here. And I think it's green. Oh, it is green. Let's just spray that. Ah, that's good. It's right in my hand there. I kind of like that. Put that back over there. And let's use some, I threw my scraps away, but I have, well, no, that's a card for my, what do I have I want to use? Oh, look, here's some flowers. Here's a flower scrap. Lori said she saw her in a stream last night. Maybe she fell asleep. Well, that's okay. If she's sleeping, she's getting her rest. That's important. That's the important thing. And the scraps I have really don't go because I wanted to use up these little scraps from yesterday. Those will go someplace else. We need green earth. I have my little scrappy scraps here. And my little bee. What happened to my little bee that was out here? I threw some of this stuff away. I need a bee. A buzz bee. Yeah. Let's see if I can find one here. Here's a bee. I'll have to kind of cut him out. A bee and a bee. That's enough. And all right. I thought I had my scissors. I might have taken my scissors out in the other room. Let's cut these bee out a little here. Hi, Joyce. Did I see Mina come in? Hi, Shelley. There's Mina. They're all saying good morning to each other out there. Good morning. I'm going to take the little feet, just chop them down a little there. I don't know if that's going to work or not. A little bee. Hi, Joyce. Just a reminder, you wanted us to remind you to make a card. Yes, I'm going to. Card for Kathy and Danny. I don't know if I will get them both done. We'll see. Thank you for reminding me. I tell you, it was a crazy day after noon yesterday. No, another bee here. Oh, and let's do the daffodil. Let's put the daffodil on there. Sometimes just using your scraps is all you need. Oh, you didn't remember who for? Well, I want to do one for Kathy Whitney. And I need to get those ATCs sent out, but I thought I'd do a card. I'm so slow in getting things done. And I was sending out those ATCs, or I was saying something about who I was going to send the ATCs for. And she says, Mary, I'll send you a postcard if you send me an ATC. And I said, okay, let's do that. And she sent me the postcard. I haven't got the ATC sent to her yet. And I'm feeling so bad about that. And so I want to make her a card. And Danny sent me a beautiful Happy Mail yesterday. So I thought I'd make her a card too. But I want to work in my... And I'm not going to work in my Armchair Traveler's Journal. I just had it out here to show you guys I found it. And I want to do armchair traveling because of the stay at home. Dee Dee Willingham, I haven't watched her video yet. I haven't had time to watch her video from Monday, but Aunt Beck said she was making travel journals. And I thought it would be fun to finally use this one. Do a little armchair traveling in there. All right, we're just going to glue stick this stuff on. Hi, Ray. She says, I just popped in to say good morning to everyone. I haven't slept well. Going back to sleep. Well, sweet dreams, Ray. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you coming in and saying good morning. We want you to get your rest. We want you to get your rest. Can I put this way? I can put it either way, but I think it really goes better this way. Let's just glue stick this in. Yeah, glue stick's pretty sticky stuff. Just put it in like that. And then I'm going to put my daffodil. I think I'll put my daffodil right. That doesn't make sense. It really should go down in there, but I don't like it there. Yeah. I wonder if this will hold this. We will find out. And let's put some bees. Buzz bees. I don't know where to put him. Yeah. It looks like a dive bomber. He's upside down. I'm not sure if that glue stick's gonna hold these or not. One more bee. There we go. That's nothing. One more little flower. Okay, now I need something in here. Another scrappy. It's my daffodils stamp. Bobby pins. Mary's talking to herself, trying to figure out what I want to do here. I want something to put on there, and I'm not sure what. Oh, look. This is the elastic cord. I could use that in that traveler's stream instead of that band. I think I will. I got so much I want to get done. All right, let's just stamp some daffodils on here, I guess. Doesn't have to be. This is just a little calendar page. Kind of messed it up. All right, that's okay. Good fences make good neighbors. So long as seed catalogs are printed, faith will never die. That's an interesting quote. Well, let's do another one on here. I don't like those on there. Sweet dreams. So how's everybody doing this morning? You got any big plans for the day? Today is Wednesday. Aunt Beck comes on in the afternoon. No, she's going to come in, and I think she's going to go start streaming at the nights again. As she comes in, we'll ask her. She usually comes in a little bit later in the morning. I have no idea what she's planning on doing. Let's see. Dee Dee will be on a little later this morning at 8:30 Eastern. There, let's do that. I like that better. Daffodils grow in families. Daffodils grow in families. That's much better. There we go. I'm just going to leave that like that. And let's see. I'm in love with this green earth. Yesterday, we may not be the master of our daily work, but at least we're, let's see, we may not be the master of our daily work. I think that means we can't control things sometimes. But we're at least in master of the spirit in which we do it. Lori says she works today and tomorrow. Oh, I don't think that, I think she's changing to, I think Aunt Beck is going to stream it at night. I think she's changing back to her old time. Just gonna smear some paint on this because I like to smear paint. And then I'm just gonna take some of these scraps and put on there. Those of you who love all those margins. Oh, some of those margin pages were really good. I'm not going to put margin pages on here. I'm going to do it like this. It's going to stick out a little. It'll probably fall off. Yeah. And I'm just going to use up some of these scrappies. Hi, Azure. Good morning. How are you this morning? Welcome, welcome. I love these little feet sticking out. I thought I had another one. I think I do, and it's over. Yep, we're going to put her in there. Getting paint on my glue stick. Yep, that part will come down, won't it? I'm just putting scraps around this. Scraps that I had left from yesterday. Because it's a scrappy art journal. This one says song. Free book. It is right for sleeping, Azure. You're sleepless? Are you sleepless in Florida? And I tell you, I think I'll just keep putting these on here. One more little one. Yep. We may not be the master of our daily work. I'm not sure what that means. I guess it means we don't sometimes get to choose what we do, or it has its own. I'm not sure exactly what that means. But we're the master of the spirit in which we do it. It's just a bunch of scraps glued around this quote. All right, that's good. Let's go do something else. I did 2 pages, the 14th and the, oops, what happened to the 15th? Here's the 15th. I'm just going to let this dry a little. Now set it down here. Yeah, clean my hands off. Green paint on my hands from now this towel is clean. It's clean, it's just got dirty paint on it. It just doesn't look clean. I hate to throw them away just because they have paint stains on them. Shop towels. Get the green paint off of my fingers. Seems like every night is sleepless these days. Yeah. I'll tell you, there's nothing like a good night's sleep. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, is there? Do you nap during the day, Azure? Do you get some rest? You almost have to. You almost have to. Alrighty. So, let me turn around here. I found a couple more needlework book magazines that I had tucked in underneath that I didn't look at yesterday. And I thought maybe I'd look through them and see if I could find some things for Kathy and Danny and make cards for them. I thought maybe I'd make cards for them. In the same spirit that I did yesterday. So let's put this paint back. Find a spot for it. Okie dokie. This is a toasted cornflake ad, strawberries. None genuine without this signature, W.K. Kellogg. And then, oh, on the back is another Lucky Strike ad. Oh no, that's Cream of Wheat. The Bronco Buster. The Bronco Buster. Joyce says she hasn't been sleeping either. Oh, you ladies, what are we going to do with you? Well, I'm glad you're in here, and if you need to fall asleep, don't feel guilty. You go get your rest if you need to fall asleep. Hi, Kenny. Azure said, I haven't been sleeping at night, but by noon, I'm sliding into a coma, and I slept until 6 p.m. I'm tried to go back to sleep at 2 a.m. and all I did was end up watching Golden Girls. Oh dear. Well, at least you got some rest. That's important because your body needs rest. Oh, this is another one of those Nataqua magazines. This is about Mark Twain. And this Nataqua magazine was sent to me by a gal in California. And she saw all of these and she said she thought I could use these. And what it is it's not a real town, I guess, Macaqua. I'd have to read the little editorial thing, but it's a little community newsletter. And I think it's more of the way I understood it was more of a little makeup town like we make up Phibbsville. Hi, Kenny. Good morning, Kenny. Kenny says, I can't sleep, going to lurk. Well, you lurk away. You guys are welcome to listen. Hi, Penny Williams. Good morning. Good morning. He says, it's 3 a.m. Should be asleep. We got a bunch of insomniacs in here this morning. That's what sometimes what Rosemary calls her streams. She says, "Insomniacs unite." Well, maybe I can talk you guys. Maybe I can just bore you to sleep. How's that? Alrighty. Oh, this is the one that was, I didn't do this. This came this way. I see now why I put it aside. See, this is why I keep it for art journaling. But I don't know if I want to make a Swanky Felt Automobile Appointments. They have like a little blanket that they put in their automobile to keep your feet warm. Quilted applique. There are some nice things. Now see, I could use, this is in black and white, but if I put it on that yellow, let me just take this out. I could use, that would be pretty on a card. I might hold that out, and that way I could not use, I'm going to hold that one out. We'll see. Quilted applique. The rose of the field. Is this bird luckier than your husband? The penguin's feathered shirt is always gay and white. Is your husband as lucky as that? Or does the gray creep into his shirts after a few washings, no matter how hard you try to keep it out? Maltese crochet forms plumes of a fan boudoir cushion. I suppose that's up here. It looks like a lace crochet. Home demonstration. Now see, she'd make a nice art journal page. Miss Madge Reese. By the way, what date is this? This is August of, it's August of, it doesn't say. It just says August. 1933. August of 1933. Why risk a single washing failure? It costs dollars. Now, I don't know if they've got any color in here. We might have to add a little color. Maybe a couple of these ladies. Here's another hanky. Piece bag. The first wild asters. The first wild asters, lovely though they be, have always sent a stabbing pain through me. Their deep dark purple fills me with surprise. Surely, I think some fancy blinds my eye. Surely not YT, not yet, should they appear when it's early in the year. Huh. I've always thought the summer done when wild asters blossoming has begun. Here I found one in the wayside grass. How very swift the seasons pass. Time marked by tulips and violets the rose. Wild asters now, how swift life goes. I don't know about that. We'll see. I know Kathy does a lot of beautiful plants, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. Oh, we got this one. We'll say these ladies have got some color to them. We'll save that one out. How to paint furniture. My little garden. So we'll do a little gardening book. fancy food facts. Mary's looking at the book here, not you guys. Joyce says, we'll all beat this. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? Penny says, let's see, let's go back up here. Kenny said, hi, Mary. Kenny said she couldn't sleep. She's going to lurk. Lori says, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's 3 a.m. I should be asleep. She says she's reading. Azure says, it's been like this a month for me. My clock is all off. Joyce says, I've had a good life, but this is like World War II. Now, are you talking about the economy or being sleepless? Penny says, good morning, everyone. Good to see you. They're all saying good morning to Penny. Penny says it's lunchtime where she's at. So Penny must be in the UK or overseas. Hey, Azure. For me, it's my thyroid, waiting to get a blood test, Kenny says. Azure said, what's for lunch, Penny? Yeah, I think Lori and Joyce are talking about the economy, because Joyce said it hasn't been like this since World War II. And Lori says it is, Joyce, but we need to try and stay positive. I know it's so hard. You're such a special lady to me. And you are to all of us. The penguin. That penguin was funny. Is this penguin luckier than your husband? Azure says, Kenny, funny you mentioned that I was supposed to get an ultrasound on my thyroid today, but I'm not going near any doctor office until things get back to normal. Kenny says she's a homebody. Joyce says we're going to beat this. Yes, we are. And, you know, we can just be thankful we have the internet. At least we can talk to each other if you can't get out. Hi, Jersey. There's Jersey lady Laura. Talk about being positive. There's a lady who's always on top of being happy. Jersey's here. We're a bunch of sleepyheads this morning, Jersey. Wow. Rhonda says, my doctors are going to Skype app. It would be hard to do a thyroid test. Kenny says, I've been a people person when young, homebody now, but still a people person. Well, you're all welcome in here. Until we can pass the hidden enemy through YouTube, we're okay. Rhonda says, I've done that already. They want an ultrasound next. I'm not near a doctor's office or hospital. And oh, she's not going near a doctor's office or hospital unless she's on death's door. Cheryl, there's Cheryl. Good morning, Cheryl. There's Cheryl, lady. Good morning. Kenny says, Joyce, I know what you mean. I love people and chatting. These streams have saved my mind. Isn't it? You know, I've enjoyed what streams I've been able to get to. Yeah. Let's see. This is Wednesday. Barb Owen will be on this afternoon again. So, gosh, I don't know if I can peek on her again today or not, because I have a confession. I didn't make it to the post office yesterday. We had a family situation come up that I can't really talk about due to privacy reasons, but it consumed my time right when I was planning to go to the post office. And it kind of took control of my day. But I got everything ready. So I'm going today. but I'll probably miss, unless I go right after the stream. I don't know if I can do that, though. I usually have to take a nap or something. But Barb Owen will be on this afternoon, and she's doing Beyond Mandela classes, or Mandela, however you guys pronounce it. I know Becky's really enjoying those. Rhonda says, Mary, I believe Penny is in South Africa, if I remember right. Thank you, Rhonda. Welcome, Penny from South Africa. You know, I have that little red book here someplace. I kind of lost control of things when I had to move everything into, well, you know. But you guys keep reminding me, I'll get it straight sometime. Cheryl says, good morning, AYRE. Joyce, my father was in World War II. Lori says, good morning, Poet Cheryl. Laura says, me too, I'm a sleepyhead. If you guys were, if I could reach through the screen and give you something, I would give you some caffeinated coffee, black. There's Nashwa. Good morning, Nashwa. Welcome, welcome. Cheryl's waving. Asher says, I was thinking the other day how grateful I am that we do have the internet, and I've seen some amazing creativity out there. There has been a lot of amazing creativity, hasn't there? Lori says, I usually have whoever's streaming on my iPad at work. Oh, this is Barb's last weekend for Monday and Wednesday? Oh, she's not going to do any more classes? Okay, well, there you go. Enjoy her last day, her last week. We'll miss her doing that. I did not do the mandala because I'm so backlogged with things. And I can't really go back because she takes those classes down. She's probably getting her classes ready is probably what she's doing. How about a milkshake, Joyce says? Yeah, let's do a milkshake. She will be doing Fridays. Yeah. Yeah, she always does. Well, she doesn't always do it. She was doing Fridays the last Friday of the month, or the first Friday of the month, I'm sorry. And then she changed to every Friday. Let's see, I think I have one to go through here. I'm looking for something I can do for cards for Kathy and Danny. All spoonfuls may look alike, but they are not. Weigh them, test them in actual work. Test them in making soft soap. Use the same quantity of water and powder in each test. Purling is condensed soap. Energy, the original washing powder. It is established, the directions, a tablespoonful to a pail of water. You'll have to double or more, and something I can't read for the crack, to accomplish the same thing without anything else. Purling is made with pure fats and vegetable oil. So a washing powder with pure fats and vegetable oil. Huh. That's interesting. Vegetable oil and fat in a washing powder? I guess I'll have to research and find out what's in soap. No refuse is used. It's absolutely harmless. Brightens colors, does not turn white. White goods yellow. Huh. The things you learn. Fat and vegetable oil and soap. There's my bee. There's my bee buzzing around here. Let's see what's on. This one seems to be a little larger to me. Oops. They want to tear where they've been folded so much. Ladies' World. Oh, this is the Ladies' World. This is a Ladies' World instead of the Needle Crafter. An occasional page of fact and comment. Ooh, I love the border. Little moccasins. Safeguarding the president, what the Secret Service really means. The Fairy's Janet. A serial story by Winifred Kirkland. So they wrote stories in their magazines. There's not a lot of color in here. Ooh, Through the Wit of Woman. Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice retold. Through the Wit of Woman. Lady Portia. Huh. Oh, here's some silhouettes. I like that. If you're going to be my nurse, who will be my mother? I don't know. Hand soap. Candle and lampshades. Looks like somebody wanted something there. How to plan a meal. 2-course dinners. Let's see, this is June of 1909. Fireless cooking, up to date. Ooh, I like this. The oil stove with a cabinet top. That card would have to open this way, landscape style, but I do like that. New Perfection, Wick Blue Flame Oil Cook Stove. Oh, and there's music on the back. I'm gonna take this one out. I got music. See, this card could flip up this way. Would it fit in a 6x9? It's exactly 6 inches. But I had to cut that other card down in order to fit that. How is it here? I might have to square it off. It's 9 inches. It's 9.5 inches. I'd have to square it off a little, but I do like it. How would I square it off, though? I could make it go this way. It would go this way. And there's music on the back. I'm thinking what I want to do for cards. You guys get to watch me decide. Let's look and see what you're saying now. Deborah's in here. Penny says, shaking my coffee, Cheryl. What did Penny say? Penny says, I was in lockdown without YouTube and paint. My mind would be lost for sure, or more so. You know, I think we would find a way to adapt. If we don't have paint, maybe we could find a pencil. Or, I know we've got that spring cleanup day coming out. I got to get out there and help my brother clean out the garage before Saturday. So that's a project coming up, and it's going to be cold. Neither one of us are looking forward to it. I wish they'd put it off a week. I wish they'd put it off a week. She's going to still be doing Fridays, Lori says. We're talking about Barb. Lori says, I'll take a vanilla milkshake, please. Lori says, I'm off on Friday, so I'm loving that she's back. Me too. I enjoy watching Barb. She did that Picasso roll last Friday, and it was just hilarious. Well, not hilarious. It was fun to watch her. Her page was so creative. Oh, coffee ice cream, Asher says. Deborah Brown is in here. She says, good morning, Mary and everyone. I'm not a morning person, but I made an attempt to be here. Ah, thank you, Deborah, for coming in. She says, next time I'll set an alarm. You know, I never used to be a morning person. You guys have changed me. I like to get up and do my art. Okay. Good morning, Deborah. Joyce says, my youngest son, and I'm boring. Aw, Joyce. Yeah, they're saying good morning to Deborah. Cheryl says, my daughter likes iced coffee. Rhonda says, Joyce, and to think you were happy when your son learned to talk when he was little. Someone said they were a blessing. Joyce, you kill me. Oh, dear. Deborah says, staying safe. I haven't left the house in weeks. I have a lot of health issues, so I haven't taken a chance of letting anyone inside either, including my caregivers. Well, I hope you're staying safe, Deborah. You're sure welcome to come in here. You know, be social to each other. If you can't get out of the house, at least we can talk to each other. We need some social interaction. Oh, there's Fran on the edge. Good morning, Fran. Rhonda says, yippee, Fran, you've been having some beautiful weather lately. Fran says, a little patch of sun on my knee, but not much change otherwise. Mom is threatening to walk to Canada. Your mother must be a hoot, Fran. I'm going to walk to Canada. Forget that there's an ocean between us. Joyce says, my first child, my daughter, was made fun of because her name was Boring. Her husband went to Boring, Oregon, and took photos of the town. Aw. That would be kind of hard on a kid. Fran, what's going on with the situation with the lockdown? Any news on when yours will be done? Cheryl said Canada's nice. I'm just reading chat. Good morning, Valerie. She says, hi, Mary. Everyone, don't know how much longer I can stay awake. Join the crowd, Valerie. We've got a group of insomniacs in here this morning. Fran says she's waving. They're saying good morning to Valerie, and I think I'm down to the bottom. Let's see if I can find any more good stuff to make cards with here. How Grumpy Was Disciplined, a story for children. Scenes in American History, Young Mothers, The Ideal Vacuum Cleaner. Oh, and we're back to fashions and dressmaking. Ooh, look at these. Oh, aren't these cool? A collection of pretty designs for you and your daughters. Now, this was 1909. All patterns are 10 cents. There's not much color in these magazines, I have to say. They're pretty much black and white. Talks on dressmaking. Japalac. Wears like iron. New life and looks to old doors. Your doorway is to every passerby an index to the character of what's inside. Ooh, do I love that. Japalac will make it like new. Japalac is the hardest, most durable, lustrous colored varnish made. Japalac is made in 16 beautiful colors. Japalac has no substitute. For sale by paint, hardware, and drug dealers. Japalac. Except I don't think I can fit that on a card. That's a pretty cool advertisement, though. Summer Bargains Club Razors. Hand-painted silk ribbon and pearl belt buckle. Oh, a hand-painted silk ribbon and a pearl belt buckle. A leather book. A lady's wallet pocket book. Embroidered lingerie waist. A Japanese China tete-a-tete, whatever it is, that. Japanese silk fan and bead chain. Alrighty, I think I'll see what I have here. Walking softly. It is so big a thing and yet so small. This walking softly through the crowded days, wearing the cloak of patience, the warm shawl of quiet understanding of life's ways. The crisscross pattern on the loom is strange and intricate to the eyes that we do not see, the endless turning of the wheel of change along the highway toward divinity, the endless lifting up and weaving in the threads of experience, the cults and creeds of creeping centuries, the silken thin fiber of human love for living needs. It is so small a thing to say, I wait, and yet so big, it means a soul has grown into the heart of truth, can translate the music of time's rolling undertone. I kind of like that, walking softly. I might use that as a... And of course, what does it have on the side but home art and 4-H clubs? Now, we'll just pull that out. All right, so let's see what I have to make cards with here that I pulled out. I pulled her out because I think I might square her off. And these ladies can go inside of one. And I have this Walking So Softly poem. I kind of like that for one. And then I have ladies here and ladies here. And that's all I have. I need more. You guys are helping me decide here. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to have to get those others out and see what I can find to go with this. So, I hope I'm not boring you, but maybe it'll get you to sleep. Maybe if I do this, it'll bore you so much you'll go to sleep. I'll see what I have here from yesterday. And of course my chair sunk down. I should get out my other chair. It's a little bit bigger here. I took it into the dining room. This is what I was using for the envelopes. That over. What about those others? We'll set that there for now. Let's see what's in here. These are just little scrappies. That was a scrappy. That's an Ataqua. That's mostly black and white. That was a butterfly thing. And a piece bag. Home arts. Everybody loves a gentle giant. Food facts. Color is not a secret. My favorite home art. I like that one. What did I like to... I like this. That could go on one. Yeah, we'll see what else is in here. I protect my voice, but I kind of like him. But I'm not sure that he's the guy I want to put on a card. these edges. Oh, dear me. Some little ones there. Lewis and Clark, Home Arts. How could I forget her? I love this, but I don't like her expression. It's like, ew, ew. A Song for July. Embossed cut work. Against the silhouette. Gargle with Listerine. Ooh, this is nice. This is a crochet piece. Filet crochet. That would make a nice card, but here again, it's so large. I only have 6 by 9. And that's 6.5, and I surely don't want to cut that down. It's 6 if I go there. So I'm going to have to count it out. I just don't have the heart to cut it. France. Save on rugs. Why be modern? This reminds me, this is a picture of a little quilt. 48 9-inch state flower blocks. But it reminds me of those inchy pieces that Aunt Beck does when she mounts them on black. It reminds me of little inchies. Surprise package. Santa Claus. I got some more ladies here. Tea party. What's on the back? Shows how to make that. That was 7. And bedspread designs in crochet. You have a low and charming voice. The service gleams behind the polished door are tall white rooms and ancient white rugs cover the shining floor. I'm not sure. Yeah. Zinnias. I just haven't, I think I'm going to settle for this one. Might keep that out. Mary's deciding what she wants here for cards. I know it's boring, but you guys are wide awake. Oh, dear. Hi, Gigi's Art Addict. Good morning, good morning. Cheryl says, we are locked down. Border to France is closed. She can't walk to France or to Canada. She can't walk to Canada because they closed the border. Rhonda says, OMG, Joyce, talk about a statement flying over my head. It's because I'm too short. Rhonda, I didn't catch that one. I don't know what Joyce said. What's that about? Fran says, there seem to be the beginnings of flattening of the curve, showing number of deaths, but we won't know for sure until later in the week or next week. All right. They said good morning to Valerie. Fran on the Edge. Mine says that my mom was born in Canada. Oh, well, no wonder she wanted to walk to Canada. I'll tell you, Fran, it's no better as far as our enemy. It's no better here than it is there. Joyce says, talk about a statement. Oh, I saw that. Let's see. Rhonda, I've been living on what I have in the house. We're in lockdown. Are you counting the squares of toilet paper yet? Joyce, how did you come up with your daughter's name? See, Gigi's here. She says, finally, I got up early enough to see Mary. And Gigi, you came into a group of insomniacs this morning. Fran says, my problem with this lockdown is that I'm perfectly happy staying at home. More time for crafting. No need to go shopping. Ian does that. I just craft happily. I'm very lucky. Well, good for you, Fran. That's good. You just keep that attitude. We all need to take this crisis seriously. It's worse than we can imagine. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think here in Central, and I kind of had earlier caught myself kind of poo-pooing it, oh yeah, now we get another, another crisis. But yeah, we have to take this serious. Here in the Central, we're not affected as bad, but we're starting to see some. Yeah. Let's see, Joyce said, my main problem is trying to impress upon my mom that we need to stay home. She misses going out for coffee or just to wander around town. Telling her that everything might be closed. Isn't that a neat newspaper? That one that I showed you, just the last one was 1909, and the first one is 1933. And they're fairly old and tattered. That's why I'm using them for my art journaling. See, look, they're all, I don't know, somebody spilt something on it, which is kind of cool in a way for our art journals. I think I'm going to use this on a card. It's the right size. The card might have to open landscape style. Oops, what happened here? Valerie said she went to the grocery store. They have everything except for toilet paper. Deborah said, we survived the plague and now we're better informed about viruses. If everybody stays home, I'm sure this will pass too. That's a good point, Deborah. Mary, I think you're one of the 4 states that are not in the red for this COVID. I'm happy to see at least you're not in the red. Yeah, we're starting to see a few cases, and a few meaning not hundreds of thousands. I think there was a case just last week in our county, and it was a 90-year-old lady. And I'm sitting here wondering how that 90-year-old lady, how did she get that? She had to be around somebody who had it. So maybe it was a family member. I don't know. Or they didn't give her, they don't give out personal information. Maybe she was in a nursing home, but they pretty much have closed down the nursing homes. Not closed them down, locked down to where, I don't know if, you just can't walk in there, and it's not as, you have to have a reason for being there. And I don't know if they're letting family members in the homes around here or not. I'm not sure. But there's some meat packing plants. Not here, but up where I go shopping for a Hobby Lobby. Up there, we have some meat packing plants that have been affected. And I think that's very interesting because here in the central part, oh, this is bigger than, but I'm gonna go horizontal. It has to be 6 inches this way. Okay, so if I make it, I think 8.5 inches is right about there. So I think I can take this out. I'm talking to myself about getting this out of here. But we're starting to see a few. And it kind of worries me because it's a communicable. And I worry about my brother. I worry about my brother just going out and he, you know, he doesn't talk about not taking it seriously. I told him about all the cases in New York on Easter, and he goes, "Geesh," you know. So it's something that you really need to be taken seriously. I think there are some states that are better off than we are. But here in Nebraska, some of the cases have been up in that town where I go shopping, and they've been at a meat packing plant, the most recent ones, which I find to be kind of interesting. But they've locked down all the schools here. They're doing online learning. We're still affected by it as far as they closed the businesses. Walmart, my brother was shopping the other day. I didn't go. My brother went and he said they only have one door of Walmart open, which probably means they're doing the same, you know, so many people in the store at one time. I don't know. I'm not going to, I don't have anything that I need. So why, you know, why go just to go? I could go to buy. But there's nothing that I need that can't wait for a few weeks. If I open that up a little more here. What I did here. But I think when my brother went out the other day, he started to realize that, hey, where is everybody? Where is everybody? They're all at home, sheltering in place. This was a fillet instructions here, fillet crochet. Now let's measure again here. Now, what I did with my ruler. Yeah, it's gonna be plenty. It's gonna fit nice. So put it here. No, that's not gonna work. Is that straight? Doesn't seem straight, but it'll be what it is. It'll be what it is. There, I kind of like, I think that'll go pretty on the card. So that'll go on the cover. I'll be getting this in and out as I work here on one of them. And I want this poem about walking softly. So let's take this off. Right in. Can I just take it out of the center? I kind of like that idea. I think I can. This paper is so brittle and old that I can just cut it with my scoring tool. Let's do the same thing over here. Just popped right out. So there's a poem. If there's anything on here that I want right now, although this would be a nice, looks like they're learning to make a bed there. Uncle Sam's nieces learn how to purchase goods. Oh, they're purchasing fabric. It looks like they're making a bed, but they're really purchasing a bolt of fabric. They're in a store. That's interesting. Okay. So, let's get this out. I want some of these ladies. See, I think I can cut it. This lady might be cut just a little here, but I can kind of tuck her under, I think. So I'm going to just kind of score this out. Now I can't put this, well, I can't put this one in the card that goes horizontal. I have to put this, I'll have to put smaller ones in the horizontal card. We'll have to see. I might have to go back and review what I have here. I'll put it there. Because they'll only, is that 6 inches? Let's see. I only have 5.5 inches. Well, that'd work. She's not quite, no, she's more like exactly 6. I can't fit them in there. Oh my gosh, she might work. These ladies are too tall. They're like 7 inches. They could go on the vertical card. And I don't know if I saved any. Let's see, I'm going to do that. I think both my cards are going to be horizontal this morning. These would go on a horizontal card. These may not work. They're too tall. But these will work for one. And I'm just going to have to, I'm going to have to fussy cut them out. What's on the back? Yeah. Pattern service. I might splash a little color on them. But I don't know. If I put them on that yellow cardstock, this one's a little torn here. I need to be careful. Put them on the yellow cardstock. That'll cheer them up a little. Wow, this one's really crooked. What are you doing, Mary? Get out your scissors. It's a shame to have to cut that. I have to use that part of it. All right, I did it. Because come to think of it, these ladies might be too tall too. So I'm going to have to rethink my story here. Could put these on a horizontal card on the inside. That lady's kind of chopped off, but she should still work. Mary's just deciding here. It's kind of hard to find the pieces to fit. I think that'll go for one card, and this will go. See, I'm going to square her off so she won't. My card can only be like, well, 6 by 9 is the envelope. And I'm going to have to cut the card down a little to push it in the envelope. And this is too tall. It's got music on the other side, but that's the way it goes. I'm not going to fret over it. And this is exactly 6, but I'm going to have to cut it down just a little to square it off to get it to fit. Because the card is going to have to be cut down to fit into the envelope, like 5 3/4. So I'm going to have to take a little off. Well, let's just take it here for now, and I'll decide later how much I'm going to take off. Well, that might do it. Right there. That might have been the 4th that I need. I should cut the card to fit the envelope, and then go cut these. So I got a lot of music. I put that on the inside. Sleep, my darling, and rest, safe from harm in the cradle's nest. Little birds have gone to sleep. Little crickets softly peep. Mother is watching from above. Father is here. Guard thee, love. Over thy couch a watch he'll keep. So sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 ladies. And this is going to have to be shorter than 9 inches. And I think I measured from there to there is 9.5. So I'm going to have to square this off a little. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to get her to fit. I hate to do that, but maybe if I go from this point to that point is 8.5. That would work. From here to, yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to have to square. I can still keep most of the oval. Where's my, I think I can still keep most of the oval. If I'm careful here. So I want to go from here to find a groove. No, that's not the right one. You're gonna have to bear with me. While I'm doing this. I'll measure this again. I want it to go right at the top of that teapot. And I'm saving the top of the June 1909, page 21. And let's measure again from here. I'll find from here to here is 8.5. 8 3/4. That would fit right in there. Let's do it. And I could come a little closer right there. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. And that saved most of the oval. In the cradle nest. Where's the other half of that page? I might use some of this music. I will save this. All right, let's cut my cards before I go any further. I want to cut my cards to size. Let's see what you guys are chatting about. I've been thinking here, trying to get my pieces. Oh, is Dee Dee in here? Hi, Dee Dee Willingham. Good morning. Dee Dee, I'm making cards. I made one yesterday. Let me show you the one I made yesterday. I had a family situation to deal with yesterday, so I did not make it to the post office. So I still have it here. Poor Beth. I have the hardest time getting Happy Mail out to Beth. But I couldn't avoid the situation yesterday, so I used a needle craft. I have some old needle crafts that are, well, they were somebody spilled something on them. It wasn't me. I bought them that way, and so I'm using them for my art journaling. But here's the card that I made for Beth Schuler yesterday, and it opens up like this. This is to cheer her up. She lost her mother. This was from a Needlecraft magazine. I was going to do more to it, but I decided just to leave it like that. You know, open it up that way. And then I decorated the envelope. I drew these ladies on this envelope. Let's open this up again. This lady in red on the envelope was inspired by this lady. And this lady in black was inspired by this lady. And then I decorated the side here. That's as far as I got. So I'm doing a couple more cards for Happy Mail. Hi, Topaz. Hi, Julie. Good morning, ladies. Joyce, it is, but our freedoms are in crisis too. You love those Carta Divas, Dipper says. I want to do some more. I don't know. I'll work on them. I'm working on them as I can, but hi, Josie. Good morning. Don't worry, Joyce, it's scary and talking helps. Well, you guys are welcome in here to chat. I think it's the good thing that we have is we can be social in our chat rooms. Fran says, it's worrying, Joyce. We can't help but be scared about it. What did Joyce say? Let's see. Let me scroll back and find out what's going on in my chat. Has she been doing Tanya's little journal? I'm rather far behind. I am too. I have Tanya's journal here. But I kind of want to get some of this Happy Mail out of the way. I did a couple pages in Tanya's journal. Let's see. I really need to catch up. I did this page. Little is known, Tower of London. I don't know why I wrote that on there. Little is known, Tower of London. Deputy Secretary. I think I copied it from in here. It's a text on here. And what else did I do? I did another page. I did this page. I smeared some copper ink on, or paint on that one. I did this page. I think I did this page in the style, in Tanya's graphic style. Like, I'm not all about circles and graphic art. I'm more illustrative than shapes and stuff. But so I have it out. I have intentions of working on it, but I want to get these cards made. Josie says, good morning, Dee Dee and Topaz. Dee Dee says 9. 9 smiles or kisses or whatever. Let's see. What else you guys talking about? Dumb keyboard. Oh, dumb keyboard. Fran says she's only 5 pages behind. Oh, let's see. Oh, Joyce, you're okay. You're all right. I think we're all getting a little, when I say, this being in lockdown for a month or so, and especially some people are in more lockdown than others, and hearing the news every day and, you know, dealing with it, it can wear on you. Deborah says, I live next to Iowa on the Mississippi. They don't have a stay at home, just a 10-minute drive from here. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I'm way out in the country. Well, we're in a small town less than 1,000. And they closed our little grocery store. My brother and I were talking about that, how we miss our little grocery store. But they would probably, well, no, the grocery store here could probably stay open, but we're way out in the country. We're kind of in rural Nebraska, so we're not affected by it like people in New York and in the big metropolitan areas are really affected by it. Josie says, I know we are healthy, and that's the most important thing. Now, I'm just kind of scanning through chat, saying good morning to everybody in here. Gigi says she has to leave. Josie saying goodbye to Gigi. Love the page with the buttons. Oh, that was, I think you were talking about the little journal here. This one, were you calling this one buttons? Was this the one you were talking about? That's just a scrap piece of paper with punches in it. I was following Tanya on that, except for the poppy. That poppy has been sitting on my desk for a couple years. Finally glued it on a page. I was going to carve a little bead today, too. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. Mary, just wait. Yeah, probably. We like I said, we have one case here in our county, and it's a 90-year-old lady. And I'm sitting here wondering how she got it. But in the states that don't have the big populations centers, like we've got a lot of cases in Lincoln and Omaha, and like I said, that meat packing plant, they had some cases, but that's a county, 2 counties over from us. Meat packing. I imagine they have, I don't want to call them itinerant workers. They have workers from meat packing. They hire workers from other countries. Not saying that they're not even going to name a nationality, because I have no idea. I have no idea how they got, but it's spreading. Thank God, 95 to 98% recover. Yeah. Yeah, they don't report the good news of it. You know, I'm not sure what to say anymore. You just send out prayers and be careful and follow the rules. You know, we're being asked to stay at home, and I think most of us are. I haven't been out for a couple weeks. Last time I went out was the week before last, and all I did was I went to the bank and I went through the drive-through because it wouldn't let you in the lobby. I went through the drive-through at the bank, and I went to the post office, and I didn't even stop to get gas. I came home. Fran says, this delivery is orange chocolate and there's some milk on order. Ooh. Hi, Trace. Good morning, Trace. All right, I was going to cut my cards down. I'm going to use this yellow cardstock again because I think it's so cheerful. I'm going to use yellow cardstock to cut my cards. And Dee Dee, are you still here? What are you planning on doing in your stream this morning? Can you tell us what you're about this morning? If you're in here yet. Oh. Dee Dee streams at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 my time, so it'll be in about an hour, a little over an hour. Let's cut this at 12. And I think I made it, I think I folded it before I cut it. But I think let's make it at 5 3/4. Let me get out an envelope here. A couple envelopes. Yeah. So if I make it at 6, it's there. And this is 6, but I need it to fit in. Now, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just measuring. So 5 3/4 and 5 3/4 is 10, 11, and 11 and a half. 3/4 and 3/4 is 1 and a half, right? Yeah. So 11 and a half. Let's cut it at 11 and a half. I could have cut that off. Oh well. And that will fit this way. And then this way I want it like at 8 and a half. This is the lengthways. Because it's going to fit a size 9 envelope. If I make it 8 and a half, that should fit fine. And let's do the other one, because I think that'll fit fine in my envelope. Yeah, that's going to be good. So, I'm not even going to trim this guy off. We're going to go for 11 and a half. Well, maybe I better. I get mixed up with it on there. They have that little print thing on there. This is scrapbook paper that I've had around for a while. It's Basil scrapbook paper. Oh, yeah, that was right. And now I want to cut it at 11 and a half. That was right. I thought I did it wrong in a minute. Okay, and then the other I'm going to cut at 8 and a half. There we go. All righty then. I think we can put this down for a moment. And I love my scoreboard. I love my scoreboard. Rhonda gifted me this scoreboard. Bless her heart. And I And I like to use this for folding things because it really helps me get nice corners. Let's go again here. I almost feel like stopping and doing a zine, but if I stop, will I get started again? That's the story. Alrighty. Let's put this away so I don't lose it. And let's see what I have here. I'm going to make these cards horizontal so they'll open like this. And some of my envelopes. I have such a little desk here. All right, so I wanted this for one. Now I might have to trim this down a little bit more. I think I will because I cut that off. So I might trim these two off here and here. And I'll have to trim her down a little. Maybe about a ½ inch, I think. So let's get my scoreboard out again. Mary's figuring, and I have been using that scoring tool to trim this down. It kind of gives it a distressed edge, and I kind of like that for these. And this paper is so brittle, so I want to cut this right in here. Right in there, maybe. I hate to do it, but it's not cutting off anything important. And I want it to fit my card. And if you didn't see what it come from, you wouldn't mind at all. And this one I'm going to cut right in here. And then I said I'd take off about ½ inch. So maybe right in here. Because I got to move that down a little. There we go. So that fits fine. I like her on there. I like her on there. Now this one I might go with black ink around the edges, but I'm not sure. It's got this black ink, but I didn't want to cut off. There's a teapot there. I wanted to leave it on the shelf. So let's see what I can do. Let's see what this one looks like. This one's smaller. This one fits fine. I'm not going to have to cut that down. We'll just let those margins. I might put black lines down here. This one fits fine. So, and then on the inside, I think I'll put this with this. Or I could put it with this. I'm deciding. I guess I'll do it with this. With this, because it's the piece bag. Music with her. So this is going to go on the outside, and on the inside, the thing of it is I'm going to have to cut this down too. Well, I could make the spinning wheel fit. This little lady's going to come off. She's not going to fit. If I do it this way, would it make sense? Would it be such a bad thing if I have the card horizontal and then have to turn it to open it? Would that be such a bad thing? I don't think so. Have this go horizontal and open it, and have that go vertical, or cut it off and cut this off to make this fit. I'm going to have to come down here maybe. My lady's going, I'm not sure. Let's just put this like this. I'll make a decision later. Let's go to this one. This one is going to open horizontal like that. These ladies can go horizontal. And I have a poem. And I have some music. Let's work on this one. Let's work on this one. Mary's made a decision. Let's go look at chat again. I'm trying to pay more attention to chat. I get my own world when I create. Sometimes it's hard to come out. Joyce asked, let's see, what did Joyce say? Our government, we can't talk about this here. Yeah. Dee Dee, who do you think is trying to take away our freedom? Yeah. Let's see, Dee Dee, just a warm up for socialism. 101, people need to wake up. Yeah. Topaz says, Cheryl, you can always do container gardening. Joyce, you're okay. You're all right. Mary, I just learned that they permanently closed down Oscar Mayer's plant in Iowa. You know, Deborah, they had an Oscar Mayer plant in Madison, Wisconsin, and they closed it down when I was still living there. I mean, they closed it down for economic reasons, I guess. And I think they kept the one in Iowa open, and now they're closing down the one in Iowa. Are you saying closed? You said you closed it down permanently, though. Huh. That's interesting. Cheryl said it looks like rain. If I lost YouTube, it'd be very isolating. Well, here's the thing, guys. Let me say this. If we lose YouTube and if we lose the internet, still do your art, read books. If you're in isolation, I hope you're not isolated, or you know, I hope you're not in lockdown. I wouldn't think they'd close down the internet if you're not in lockdown, but do things to keep yourself sane. And they won't close it down forever. People won't stand for that. There'll be a rebellion. There'll be a rebellion if they close down the internet. The youngsters would get in there and have something to say about that. The young'uns. Here's my little scissors. Let's do some fussy cutting. Let's fussy cut these ladies, these little ones out. We're going to put them inside of one of these pieces here. I truthfully think that United States is I do see where we're losing some of our freedoms, but I think we were meant to be a free country. Our forefathers fought for our freedoms in more ways than one. And, you know, I truthfully think that when push comes to shove, if it does come to shoving and pushing, I think most of the people in the country want freedom and want our freedoms. I really truthfully think that'll happen. Just, you know, I don't want to get too political in here, but in my area of the country, at least, socialism is really frowned on. It's not accepted here, and I think generally it isn't. You see it more accepted on the big campuses, but people are starting to realize what's going on, and you know, I just don't think we should lose hope. I think we were meant to be a free country. That doesn't mean we shouldn't be aware and all of that, but that's kind of my take on it. I don't know. It's one of those instances that you need to be aware, but I don't know. Go vote. Vote your heart. Vote your conscience. Be aware of what's going on in your county and in your state. And I think we're all kind of, I think this lockdown has kind of got us in a state of bewilderment. Like, this happened awfully fast. As far as, you know, last December, did any of us think that we would be in a lockdown? I don't think one of us even thought such a thing would be possible. And I think we'll come out of it. And I think we're going to be smarter for it. Hopefully we'll be smarter for it. Hopefully we will be smarter. But in the meantime, let's do our art. Did Didi give me an answer on what she was going to do today? Didi, what are you planning on doing today? Did it scroll off? I know I asked it quite a bit ago. Hanging chads. These pictures came out of old needlecraft magazines that I got at well, I've had them around. I can't even tell you exactly where I got them. I think that was at that same antique store where I went shopping a couple weeks ago. But they had stuff, they're all tattered and torn, and they had stuff spilled on them. And I thought, well, these are perfect for art journaling purposes. Let me get to the cover of one. I've been cutting them up here. Well, this one was gifted to me, Nataqua News. Nataqua, let's see if I can read this to you. What is Nataqua? What is Nataqua? So many of you have asked this question, that every month I continue to explain how I came up with the name for this publication. According to Fairfield's Pioneer History in California, this goes on and on, Nataqua or Nataqua is believed to be a term used for woman or wife from the local native dialect. So that's how she named her paper. It's a local community paper from California. A lady in California who, I haven't seen her around for a while, but she sent me that. And I've just always appreciated having it. But I'm trying to get to a piece here that I haven't. Here. These are needlecraft magazines from Like this one is 1934, but I had a 1909 one. Some of this stuff came out of 1909. I will be patient, it says. I will be patient as the trees are patient, growing with the slow persistence year by year, sending deep roots into the earth to conquer a tendency to meet the gale with fear. I will be patient as the rose is patient, yielding the bitter winter for the spring, approaching with serenity and gladness the lovely time of summer blossoming. I will be patient as the earth is patient, with the scorn for foolish haste that is sublime, knowing I may anticipate the harvest of every golden day in God's good time. That's kind of a cool verse. Maybe I'll cut that one out. I wanted another verse. I will be patient as the rose is patient. But that's where these came from, to answer your question. And this came out of a local advertisement called Corn Talk. Farmers have a local published. And I cut it out because of the monarch butterflies. I don't care about the cornfield. I do, but... All right, let's see what else is going on. Did Dee Dee tell me what she was going to do today? Dee Dee, what time is it now for you? So I know the time difference. It's 7:30 for Dee Dee Eastern time. She'll be on in an hour. Oh, she's going to do small journals? Oh, okay. So you're going to do the Traveler's Notebook? I was showing, Dee Dee, I was showing the gals my Traveler's Notebook that I made years ago. And I thought what I would do, since we're at home here, I made this a couple years ago. And it's just, you know, I'm not good at this stuff. I was just playing around. And I thought I'd do some armchair traveling on the internet. And I was going to start that this morning, but we had a situation in our family yesterday that had to be dealt with that I can't really talk about. Just say it's a situation. And I didn't get out on the internet. I want to start with Aunt Beck in Greenville, South Carolina. And Aunt Beck said, Mary, she said, look for the bronze mice. So this is going to be my, kind of got the Traveler's Notebook thing from you, but I didn't watch your stream Monday. I fell asleep after my stream. So, but I'm kind of follow you by doing that. Dee Dee, you are so inspiring all the time. We love how inspirational you are. A napkin journal. Oh, you're doing napkin journals. Okay. Well, I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you. That's cool. I probably won't put napkins in mine. I want to travel to different people's. If I can't get out, I can get out on the internet for a while anyway. What was I trimming? Was I trimming this one? What one was I trimming? I guess I just got them cut apart. So we're going to put these ladies in on the inside of my cards here. I probably won't get these done this morning. We'll just sit and chat, and I'll do some fussy cutting, and we'll pick out the pieces and get it ready to go. Have to be careful. This would be nice to draw on the cover, wouldn't it? Should I do that? Let's draw a couple of these ladies on the cover. I like these two. Let's do that right now. I'm inspired. Let's draw. It gets awful boring just sitting here watching me fuss cut. Fuss cut. Instead of fussy cutting, it's fuss cut. Let's get all this off my desk. I'll sort it out later. I wanted to carve my little bee too today. That isn't going to happen. That's not going to happen. It'll happen sometime. I'm making cards. I'm making cards. I got so many projects going. That's what keeps me happy, though. That's a Sharpie. I'm looking for my my pen that I like to draw, my Tombow pen. I love those Tombow pens. Annie V. I think it was Annie V who sent me a Tombow pen. And I absolutely positively love it. And what did I do with it? It's in here someplace. Is that it? Is that it? No, that's a Sharpie. These are Pen Plus Gears. Is that it? No. 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 No, I must have taken it in the other room. Or did it fall in here? Well, I got some at, let me stand up. Last time I went to Hobby Lobby, I found some. And I found them in my, can I find them now? Starting to get a little irritated when I can't find things. What do I do with those? I know I had them here. So if I have to pull everything off the floor, I will. Here they are. Tumble markers. I got these the last time I went to Hobby Lobby. That other one's getting kind of dry anyway. Let's open these up. They're calligraphy pens. They cost about $4 a piece, but let me tell you, they are worth it. They are worth it. 2 brush types, a hard tip and a soft tip. A fine point, black ink. I've had these, well, I haven't been up to Hobby Lobby in over a month, so I don't think I went last month. Did I go last month? I can't remember. Let's see which one this is. Now that'll work. Okay. Sharpie. All right, we're going to zoom in. Here's the one I was cutting on. We're going to zoom in, and I am going to do this lady and this lady. I'm going to keep chat open while I'm doing this so I can watch you guys. You're gaining weight just reading chat, Trace said. Hi, Carol. Good morning, Carol, Whispering Cauldron. Good morning, Carla. Joy said, I'll go make breakfast. Wouldn't that be nice if we could do that? Have breakfast together. All right, let's do a little sketching here. Let me zoom in just a teeny bit so you can see. Get my... there we go. It might fill the page a little, but... Okay, I have fun sketching these ladies. This lady is going to go on this side, but I'm going to sketch her on here, and this lady is going to go over here. And this is going to be the back, and then on the front I'll just do the... I like to do those horizontal. So, let's see. How am I going to do this? I like to have my chat over here. Look at that there. And she was kind of folded here. So I kind of like when I do this to get a feel of how she's going to fit on this envelope. And she may not look exactly like her. She's got, this dress so reminds me of my mother. That dress so reminds me of my mother. It's dark, and then it's got little florals all over the place, little floral white flowers all over the place. So you can tell she's 1930 style because she's got that short you know, kind of the wave hair there. And I have not been putting faces on them because I don't do good at tiny faces. Something I need to work on. So, this is bothering me that it's folded right there. So if I put her elbow here kind of comes out. So, and that arm's kind of straight. So I'm going to start with her head. Let's fold this under here so I get an idea. I'm going to start with her head up in here. I always do better if I can start with the head. I feel like I should let you guys in a little bit more. We'll see here. Hi, Janice. Janice said, Dee Dee, are you still here? I heard the word crack-a-lackin' on TV last night. On Oak Island. She's got to them. Did you hear that, Dee Dee? Janice said she heard crack-a-lackin' on Oak Island last night on TV. Dee Dee, you are so inspiring if you're still here. Sometimes Dee Dee just likes to listen. Crack-a-lackin', let's get crack-a-lackin'. Dee Dee always says that. And she always says, I have to laugh at her. First time I heard her say, know what I mean, Vern? First time I ever heard Dee Dee say that, I have to laugh because I thought she was talking to Vern out in chat. I started looking through chat. It was Vern. Do you not know what courgettes are? Cheryl asks. Hi, happy crafty angels. Happy hump day, Vanessa says. Fran on the Edge says, I can do sausage and bacon. I do courgettes and asparagus with it. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know if Dee Dee heard you. Was that Cheryl who said that? Oh, it was Janice. You'll have to tell her in her own chat, Janice. Go into her chat this morning and tell her you heard crack-a-lackin' on Oak Island. She watches Oak Island, so she might have heard it too. All right. So I'm just going to kind of make her face like that and kind of give her a, I'm just going to kind of give her a round face like that. I'm not going to worry about that nose because this is just an envelope. Should I zoom in just a little bit more so you can actually see it a little better? You see the envelope, but Dee Dee said crack-a-slackin'. Crack-a-slackin'. There's Dee Dee. I'm going to zoom in a little more. You may not see the entire sketches I'm drawing, but I'll try to remember to move my envelope up. Now, her face on the pattern here, she has a pretty nose and eyes and lips, but I'm not going to bother with that because I don't want to mess it up. We'll just give her a dress here, and she's got kind of a round collar like that. And once I get the head on her, then I can pretty much, hopefully, pretty much just go with it. And she's got ruffly sleeves here. We'll come back to that. And her dress comes down like that. Something like, we're going to give her a smaller waist there and give her an arm over here. Oh, you know, well, I don't have to worry about these Tombow pins. Boy, do I like these. I don't have to worry about them soaking through my Pen Plus gear markers that I like to use I have to worry about them soaking through, so I have to put a paper on the inside. So she's got a little belt here, and it's got a round buckle, like that. And this arm, we're going to put her ruffle in here, kind of. And this arm kind of comes just a little, and then it comes, she's got it behind her. This arm is kind of behind her there, like that. This arm is coming down to her side, but let's draw her hips here. She's kind of leaning. If you could see this, her arm, she's kind of, there's a line here. She's kind of, looks like she's leaning against the chair or table. So her hip is kind of coming like that, because she looks like she's kind of sitting on something. And then this kind of comes out this way, and it comes down, and this one comes down, and then it kind of comes like that, like that, like that, and then this side comes out this way, kind of like that. Oh, I kind of like that. Now let's do her arm. See if I can't get it in there, like so, and like this. And hands are kind of hard, so I'm just going to do the shape. Just kind of do the shape of her hand there. Alrighty. It could be a little longer, like that. All right, and her feet are almost coming off of the bottom of the piece, so I'm going to have to kind of use my imagination here. And it comes like that, and she's got heels on, and like this, like that, and I lose the shoe in there, and she's got heels on, and I lose what it looks like, so we're just going to pretend. Oh dear. All right, and then her other foot kind of is coming like, how does that go? Kind of like that. Just kind of, and she's got a shoe on here. I hope I'm doing this right. Wow. Oh dear. I'm not so good at feet when I can't look at something. Oh well, you'll go color them in. That'll help. So there she is. Now, she's got little florals all up in here. I'm going to have to color around them. A little flowery star, so almost like that. And her collar, let's see, her collar comes, and I've given her a skinnier bodice, but let's put this collar, it's kind of curved like that. This doesn't have to look exactly like what I'm doing, because this is just a drawing on an envelope. And it kind of has a little trim around the edge, like that. She's got a bigger collar. I gave her a larger collar. And let's get some more florals in here. And this will make a lot more sense when this is colored in. Coloring it in is not going to be the easy part. we go. I'm going to make her hair come a little bit more like that. A little bit more like that. Give her some lines in here, some wavy lines. Like that. There we go. Maybe give her a little around her head. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Oops, that doesn't want us to go more like that. She doesn't have an earring on. All right, let's not mess with her too much, Mary. If I go messing with it too much, then I'll get into trouble. You can't see the belt too much. I might give her a different color belt just to make it stand out. There's all sorts of florals going on in here. I might make my florals a little bit more sketchy. I have to color between them. Yeah. What are you guys chatting about? Jenna said she needs coffee. Vanessa says, I woke up with a bad migraine. Oh, I'm so sorry, Vanessa. Oh, thank you, Azure. Thank you. You know, when I start drawing, I think, oh, I'm going to goof it up. I just know I'm going to goof it up right in front of the whole world. If you goof something up, it's just paper. It's just ink. And who cares what you guys think? If I goof it up, I'll just start again. It's just paper and it's just ink. Now this kind of has a white line, so I want to make that white line. And I want to make the white line, whoops, the white lines in here. Josie left. She says, see you all later. Dee Dee's laughing at what Julie said. Julie said, what did Julie say? Oh, you've seen this dress in a lot of old movies? I'll tell you, this dress reminds me so much of my mother, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Now, this came out of a 1930s needlecraft magazine, so it was probably very much the style then. My mother was more of a, well, it does remind me of her, though, 1950s. But this dress just reminds me so much of my mother. This would be a dress that my mother would wear. And my mother was a little lady. I take after my dad. I got my mother's looks and my dad's build. I got the worst of each of them. Oh. I tell him that. I said, couldn't you give me my dad's looks and my mother's build? My dad was a handsome man. I'm not say I'll be handsome, but my mother was a little petite lady. My mother was pretty when she was younger. She didn't think so, but she was pretty. She was a pretty lady. Of course, you know, they had a different standard back then of what they thought beauty was. And I know she was the prettiest one of, I said, Mom, you were the prettiest one of all your sisters. Let's see, I think it kind of gets darker in here. And she goes, oh, poo, I was not. And I said, yes, you were. Of all your sisters, She had several sisters. She was not raised with her sisters, but she knew them. She was raised in a different town by her great aunt, by my great great aunt, who I think I would probably get along with very well. But maybe not. I don't know. But she liked to crochet. My great great aunt liked to crochet. She, just from the stories that my mother told about her, I think that she would have been I think I would have enjoyed her company. And oh well, life didn't happen that way. Except for I remember the day she died. The day she died, she went in to lay down, and my mother told me to go wake her up for supper. And I went in to wake her up for supper, and she wouldn't wake up. And I went in and I said, Mom, she won't wake up. And then so my mother realized that something was going on. So she went to check on her, and she passed away peacefully. She just went to sleep in bed. That's how I want to go. If I would have a choice, just let me go to sleep. That's the way I want to go. Just let me fall asleep. Well, sometimes we don't have a choice about that, but if I had a choice, that's what my dad did. He passed away in his sleep, or he was half asleep. My mother suffered when she passed away. She suffered a little bit more than my dad did. Alrighty, we're getting little scratchy florals in here. I'm not taking the time to make each little flower. That would take me forever, and that's not my goal. My goal is just to get some little pattern going on in there. So we could spend hours and hours drawing this. Just to get the flowers on this pattern. Although you would think that this is a drawn illustration. Somebody spent a lot of time just to do that dress. I can tell you that right now. They went real slow and put each little flower on there. That's not a photograph. Well, it's a newsprint, but whoever designed that ad had to draw this lady with all her floral dress in there. Probably took her some time. Probably took her some time. Now, I think this lady needs some red accents. Maybe red shoes and maybe some red hair. Maybe instead of white up here, I think I'll give her a red collar just to make her look a little snazzy on this envelope. I'm kind of happy with this. There we go. We'll let that be. We want some color. Let's go over here and get my red markers. I put them away yesterday. Now I do think I'll get my, let me reach for it. Let's put this on the inside just in case those run through. We'll get an envelope done this morning. It's 7 o'clock. We got a half an hour before Dee Dee comes on. I'll get the other lady on there. Let's see. Let's do, how about pink? Pink is kind of a 1950s color. Let's give her some pink accents instead of red. I'm not going to give her pink hair, though. Let's grab this pink. Shall she have pink shoes? Yeah, let's give her pink shoes. Of course I'll wear my pink shoes. There's Easter. It's Easter. And we're going to make her cuff here pink. And this pink. Make her belt pink. And I don't think, shall I put some pink in there? Yeah, I guess I'm going to. I guess I'm going to put pink accents in here. Pink and black floral. That's pretty snazzy. Let's make this collar pink. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's continue with the pink in here. Kind of liking that. I don't know if it's showing up for you too well, but it's pink in between. It's pink in there. It's not, when you look at it from a distance, it kind of blends in with the black, but the pink shows up pretty good on here. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing because I'm only seeing it in my tablet here, and it all blends in for me. I'm pretty happy with that. And I might just leave some little white spots in there. A little white flower, little white in there too. Now, what color shall I make her hair though? Black? No, he's done black with blue, purple, orange. The yellow will not show up on there too good. Gray? Shall we give her gray hair? No, I don't like gray hair. I'm too young to have gray hair. Well, what color shall I make it then? Brown? How about a light tan? I don't know how this will show up. We're going to try it. Yeah, it's not showing up very good, but it blends in with that black a little, so it might show up. It's kind of a blondish brown. Oh, what's this catching on? I got a tear in there. The catching on that. Okay, I'm happy with her. Let's go move on to the other one. And maybe I can get it sketched before we have to end the stream. The other one, this lady's got her arms up behind her neck. And the wind's blowing and her dress is blowing. That reminds me of maybe well, that could be a pink dress too, with little florals on it. How am I gonna do her? I have to change this around. I'm gonna take it out while I'm sketching. This is bothering me. And I've got the little girl here. Were there only 3 on that pattern? I feel like there should be more. Oops. Hi, Miss Mary Berry. You woke up my grandpa when he passed. I was 3. You woke him up? Wow. Like, Grandpa, wake up. Grandpa. I better be careful. Pogo, we call my brother Pogo. My grandniece would call her grandpa. She couldn't pronounce grandpa, so she said Pogo. So I call my brother Pogo at times. Let's do something about these shoes here. Yeah, outline them a little more or something here. So if I say Pogo too much, he might think I'm calling him. There, that's a little better. Not perfect. Her feet aren't perfect, but whose feet are perfect? Who else is in here? Deborah and... Oh, thank you, Azure. Let's see. I need coffee. Carla's here. Thank you, Carla. Dee Dee had to run. She's getting ready for her stream. But Mary, who cares what I think? That's what I said, Deborah. Who cares what I think? My friend, my job site shut down a month ago, Mary Berry says, and I may never reopen. I'm not getting paid to stay home. I'm still enjoying a chance to stay home. By free, I was referring to my state of happiness. It's free to allow myself to feel happy. Yes, it is. I love that attitude, Mary Berry. She says, yep, I was shaking Grandpa to get up. I was upset that he didn't listen to me. I can remember telling her to get up, and she wasn't listening to me either. And I couldn't wake her up. So I went in and told my mother. My mother wanted me to wake her up, tell her that it was time to eat. I couldn't wake her up. She wouldn't wake up. I went in and said, Mom, she's not waking up. Mom's, oh, yeah, gotta go check on her. And I didn't realize, I was so young then, I was preschool. But I was old enough to remember it because I knew something was wrong. And I didn't understand what death was, and when people died and that. I am tempted to write the numbers of this pattern on here, 2949. I'm really tempted to do that. I might come back, and this is 2977. All right, well, let's see. This lady, I'm not going to put her face in, but she's got her arms up this way, and up this way, and her head comes in here. And her arms are up, and she comes that way, and she's kind of standing, so I can kind of draw her over this way a little more. And her dress is blowing in the wind, and her legs are coming over this way. So let's start with her head here. Bring it down so you guys can see it. Your security is in jeopardy? I wasn't sure why you said my name. I'm sorry, your security is in jeopardy. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Joyce. What are you talking about, Joyce? It's free? It takes courage to draw that black and white drawing. Yeah, it did take a little courage to put that down there. Joyce, let's see, Miss Mary Berry, I know what this freedom has cost. I'll bet you do. I wasn't sure why you said my name. I'm not sure. What are you talking about, Joyce? Who are you talking to? We want you in here. I don't know what's going on. Joyce says, Miss Mary Berry, it's nice to see someone happy. Thank you, Vanessa. She says, I love watching Mary drawing. It's so relaxing. Thank you. Now they're talking about Dee Dee's up. I'm scrolling up. They're talking about Dee Dee's crack-a-lackin' up there. All right. Well, let's draw. I'll keep an eye on chat here. Let's see. I want to start with her head, I think. And let's see. Will I have room to put that arm in? I will. So let's just give her a head like that. And then she's got these curls. And they're not going to be exactly what I'm seeing, but... And they come around like that and like that. She's got kind of a little bob in here. And it comes around like that. And like that. Maybe a little bit more up here. And like that. And then this side has a curl like that. That's not exactly what I want, but let's see if I can't fix this. Like that. There. That's good enough. All right, now her neck comes this way, and she's got a shoulder there. She's got a round neck coming this way, and she's got these kind of a balloon sleeves. No chat is, I'm not seeing anything happen in chat. Maybe I need to refresh here. Are you guys okay out there? Are you okay out there in chat land? You know, I have heard Roy call us, when Roy comes in, Bootsy, he says, hello, all you atelierites. I have a hard time saying that. Thank you, Cheryl. I would like a good suggestion from you guys of what we can call ourselves as a group. Like, we call ourselves, I like, kind of like, I don't want to call us the Fibbers. Asher calls us the Fibbers. I'm not sure I want to call us the Fibbers. But sort of like that, a name. Natalie, no need to refresh. We were just enjoying the stream, drawing along. Fran says, I'm sorry your job closed, Mary Berry, but great that you're enjoying your stay at home. I think the economy will open up again. I'm not sure when, but I think we're all ready for it to open up, and I think that's a good sign. All right. Sorry, like I said, it's nice. You have nothing to apologize for, Joyce. I don't see like where you did anything wrong. So, how about the fibsters? The fibettes? Well, you know, when we do that, we're branding ourselves as being possible people that don't tell the truth. So, I'm not sure about that. I love it. I do love it. Like, I love our newspaper being called the Daily Fibber. I love that, but I'm not sure that we should call ourselves the Fibbers because it's a good play on the name. I'm not sure about it because somebody might get the wrong impression. So I'm not going to go join a bunch of Fibbers. They will never tell me the truth. I love it, but I'm kind of wary of using it. Let's see. Her arm comes like this and goes up this way, and it comes into an elbow like that. That seems awfully big for an arm, but just wait till we get the rest of her on here. As she comes down like that, she's got this collar, this poofy collar in here. Like that. And then she's got another one coming over here. that kind of comes out and about like that. Like that. And around like that. And then this arm comes at an angle this way. I feel like I'm making these arms awfully big. But then, no, I guess that's about right. Call us that name for a woman that was on the magazine. Nakakwa? That was really neat, Natakwa. I wonder if I could use that without getting in trouble. I like that suggestion. Is there another name, another Indian name for woman other than Natakwa? We'll have to research that. I kind of like that. Or, I'm leaning toward that, but I'm not sure. I just don't want to get in copyright violation or somebody trademark that name and me going and using it on the internet. I might get in trouble. So that was a good suggestion, though. I like the suggestion. All right, now it comes this way. Thank you, Journey. Hi, Journey. Yeah, we didn't take that as complaining, Mary. We understand completely. A lot of people are losing their jobs. But you know, a lot of people, their plants have closed down. But I think that, you know, when the economy opens again, these businesses that reopen, the ones that do are going to need people to run it. So don't get too discouraged. And she comes this way, and then her body comes out. She's standing in the wind, so her body kind of swirls down that way and like that. And then her dress comes this way, but then it swirls open. And she's got this kind of the V thing going on here, like this. And this is her belt. And this kind of comes down a little bit more. I think she's a little skinnier than what I made her. But she's not bad. Just wait till we get the length on her here. She's going to have the length coming down this way. And this kind of comes down like that. And then this one kind of comes out. And it's flaring out, so let's see, this one comes down this way, kind of goes like that. And then this one kind of swoops up and around that way, and kind of, let's make a little one in here. And then this one comes down like that, kind of curves up, and then this one comes out like, kind of comes out like that. I kind of like that. And then she's got, yeah, her legs are kind of coming out here and coming down. Oops. I'm so good on these feet. My desk is guiding my hand instead of my hand doing what it wants to do. And she's got a shoe coming that way. Fat foot. She says, Mary, you gave me fat feet. Coming that way. All right, I think you're looking good, lady. I might have to put something in here, because I drew her, I should have started her closer over, but that's okay. We'll think of something. Now she's got to be blowing in the breeze here. So she's got a belt blowing in the breeze. And then she has a lot of tiny flowers, like little tiny flowers on her dress. What time is it? 7:21. I got about 9 minutes. Wouldn't it be great to be slender again? Yes, it would. Wouldn't that be nice to be all nice and slender again? Yep. Now I'm just going to put all kind of, this is a puff sleeve in here. And this is a puffy sleeve, but it's of the same little floral material. So I'm just going to put little marks in here to look like the flowers. It doesn't have to look as realistic as it is. After all, like I said, this is just this dress has a gather. It has like a pin here and a pin here, and they got little gather marks on them. Right there. And the shoulder comes up this way. Well, something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. And then it has little florals going on in here. My dad was small, Joyce says. A big man, but small. He liked fluffy women. This lady's got some hips on her, but all right. She's happy. She's happy. She's not complaining. Fluffy women, that's cute. Did I say good morning, Journey? Good morning, Journey. I might just make a whole bunch of envelopes. You might just see me draw envelopes all month. Let's make these lines be a little more pronounced. Give them some flowers in here. Now, I really do see her dress as being kind of white with pink flowers, or a light blue. Maybe I'll make her dress a light blue. Hopefully I can do that. Maybe I'll do that next. I'm trying to get all these little flowers in there before I have to leave. I could always go back in and put in more floral. Now, don't forget, Dee Dee's on. Barb Owen will be on. Rhonda's saying that this week is Barb's last week for doing the Monday, Wednesday thing. But I think she's coming on today. And then Becky will be on later tonight at 7, I believe. All right. So let's go ahead before I leave. And I'm going to give her a blue dress. Let's do that before I leave. A light blue. A light blue. That's a dark blue. Let's see what I have in here. Let's see what I have. A light blue. There's a blue there. That's really darker than I want, and that's grayer than I want. Maybe this one. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, this one here. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see how that works. We will see how that works. And then I'll finish this up tomorrow morning. I'm in no hurry. Well, yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to go with. It's a little bit darker than what I intended, but it's still pretty. Oh, and I forgot, this blue turns green. This is a pretty blue, but it turns green on this yellow envelope. So she's got a green dress. She's got a green dress. I forgot that the blue turns green. It's a beautiful blue color, but it turns green because of the yellow the yellow envelope. It's turned in my blue-green. Oh, no. She's got a green dress on. Well, she likes green anyway. Oh, dear. She says, that's okay, Mary. I like green. Don't fret about it. But I didn't want you to have a green dress. I wanted a pretty blue dress on you. Oh, you can't change it now. Oh, no. Well, there you go. Green for spring. Green for spring. She likes her dress. She says, Mary, it's okay. I love my dress. I'm modeling it for you. I'm going to give her a pink sash and a pink shoes. Let's give her some accents, some pink accents here, and then I'll call it a day. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Let's give her a pink sash here. And some pink shoes. They love their pink shoes. These ladies like their pink shoes. They both have pink shoes on. They said, let's get together and wear our pink shoes. All right, one more thing is her hair. And I think I'm going to go with that same tannish color. There we go. There she blows. We'll finish it tomorrow. I'm sure it's time for Dee Dee to be on. Thank you all for hanging with me today. I truly appreciated it. And take some time, do some art. We've got plenty of time to do art now. Enjoy your day. Try to stay positive. I'm going to try to get to the post office today because my yesterday was rudely interrupted. Let's see, I did this. I started picking out things for cards, and I worked on my calendar. That's about all I got done today. But that's okay. That's all right. Where's Penelope? Penelope, where'd you go off to? I'm here, I'm here. We'll just put Penelope here for my thumbnail. We'll put the ladies down here. That's about all I get done, but I enjoyed chatting with you guys. Let's say goodbye. Thank you, Fran. Mary, you can go over the green with a blue color pencil. Oh, really? Really? I'll try that tomorrow morning. I'll try that. That's an interesting suggestion. Let me zoom out just a teeny bit. There. More like that. More like that. There we go. Thank you, Trace, Mary Berry. Mary, can you make a copy of that? I can snap a picture of it. I'll snap a picture of it. I don't have my printer set up yet, but and the libraries are closed. But I'll snap a photograph of it. Would that work? Bye, Deborah. Thanks for coming in. Janice says, what people do we care about what these people think? Mary is thinking people will get the wrong idea about the name. We'll have to think about it. I'll have to turn it over in my head. I kind of like the Nataqua suggestion, but I don't. We'll have to see if there's another name for woman, maybe in another Indian language or something. Maybe we can play off of that idea. I'll just have to think about it. Maybe we'll just jot down different suggestions, and as we think about it, maybe we'll come up with a good one. I love the idea of fibbers, but I'm afraid that if we identify ourselves as the fibbers, we'll think that these people don't tell the truth. All right, it is 7:32, so I'm sure Dee Dee has started her stream. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning or in Becky's chat tonight. I might pop in at Dee Dee's. I'm hungry and we'll go make some breakfast. Bye.